Let us join our hearts and minds together in prayer. Holy, eternal one, we give you great thanks and praise for this glorious day, for this occasion that has brought us together in this time and place, and for these bright, shining young men and women who we honor here today. We thank you for the chances and challenges that have shaped and formed them for this moment, and for the excellent nurture and support given to them by their families and by the faculty, staff, and administration of the Gow School. We thank you especially for each one of these young men and women, for their unique gifts and strengths, for their courage to will and to persevere, and for the inspiration that they are to each other, to all of us, and to the world. We welcome your presence here among us now as we celebrate their achievements and mark this time of endings and new beginnings. Help us to savor this special moment in time and give us your joy in our hearts today and always. And let all the people say, Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Trump. We appreciate you being part of our community. Good morning. For many of us today, this is filled with success and prosperity to see this. I love a Gow graduation because it's filled with passion and excitement. It's thrilling to see our students meet and exceed expectations. This is a high-energy event, and it's all about these young people on this stage. And as we move forward in our program today to recognize these 33 seniors, please allow me to share our appreciation for the Gow School's founder and family. Mr. Peter Gow, Jr., in 1926, brought to life his vision here in South Wales, where it all began. His philosophy, teaching methodologies, and values of citizenship continue on today. We are proud to be a world-class organization, and today we also honor our founding family as we recognize these graduating seniors. I'd like to call out some of our former students attending today. They seem to drift back. They seem to join us to wish well these seniors and their friends. So former students, and I'm told that Tim Reed, class of 1961, is here, among many other former students. So if you would please, alums, please stand so we can thank you, recognize you. We appreciate you coming back and being part of this school. At this time, I'd like to ask our entire faculty and staff to please stand. And before we applaud for them, I'd like to make a few remarks. Faculty, staff, please, if you would, on your feet. We want to recognize you. These professionals deliver the academic instruction and the whole person development programs for our students. They deliver the mission and serve as the role models and on-campus parents for our students. These professionals work the long hours and do so with honorable dignity. In fact, at 12:38 this morning, my phone rang. It was Mr. Sweet saying, hey, some of the seniors are at the bonfire having one last fun moment. Thank you for the wake-up call, Mr. Sweet. This is the group of people who create the culture of Gow. Because of our faculty and staff, there is purely a distinct culture of success with us. They are the ones who offer our students a fresh start in school and open the doors to achievement for our students. This teaching team expects their students to go to college and achieve through college. They provide the tools and coping strategies for our students. We will not find a finer group of teachers and staff members anywhere. Gow teachers are the leaders in the field of dyslexia education and helping students with learning disorders. I'd like to recognize and applaud for this great faculty and staff. Great job. Teachers, I know that you're not one to command attention, but you certainly deserve that standing ovation. So Gow is a school about building language skills so that our students can achieve success at university. Gow is about the people, our students, the faculty and staff. Students and family members share that place of sometimes pain when it comes to dyslexia or reading disorders. At Gow, we strive to recognize each student's strengths and their skills. At Gow, we help students build up their strengths and develop those coping strategies to overcome the weaknesses they'll face in college and in life. We put our students in the driver's seat and teach them how to self-advocate. They know that the learning disorders that they own, they're not healed. These are not going away. Our students find the avenues to cope, to overcome, to navigate the turbulence of school. They bear and dare. So to our seniors, here's the message. I challenge each of you to accept the 100% attendance initiative in college. Next year at university, sit in the front row, connect with your professors immediately, disclose your learning challenges, and be in charge of your self-discipline. Take yourself to study hall. You know how to do that. I want you to have a plan, seniors, and I want you to work your plan. I want you to be the risk takers in the classroom, and remember to lock into those Gow self-discipline strategies, seniors. In late August, when most of you start college, you'll have the opportunity to reinvent yourself and take that fresh start. Again, seniors, have a plan and work your plan. Work hard, play hard, in that order. Your family, in partnership with the Gow teaching team, has given you the roots and the wings to achieve. Today is your day, seniors, and we anticipate hearing your thoughts about your futures in your speeches. So thank you, class of 2016, for being an excellent band of brothers and sisters. The class of 2016 is special. They hail from 8 nations and 13 states, including the first enrolled boarding young ladies. Furthermore, I would also like to recognize our volunteer trustees attending today. Your ongoing support and encouragement is greatly appreciated. So, the faculty and leadership team of the Gow School has carefully reviewed the academic requirements set forth and confer upon these diplomas that each of these graduating candidates has fulfilled their academic obligations in accordance with the University of the State of New York Department of Education and by the accreditation of the New York State Association of Independent Schools on this day of Friday, May 20th, 2016. We will hear their words and present their diplomas, but first, there's something that I'd like to do that's very important to all of us, and that is we're going to graduate Mr. Kelly. So before you clap, I just want to make a special recognition to Jody and Aaron and Seth, who I think is not yet here, but I just would like to ask the two of you to please stand as family members of our school so we can recognize the Kelly family, the ladies of the Kelly family. Thank you so much for your wonderful, wonderful support. And I'm going to ask Mr. Marshman and Mr. Bill Patterson to please come forward and join me as we present something special to Mr. Kelly. Bill Patterson is my predecessor here as headmaster, and I think it's only appropriate that he help me make this honor. Mr. Kelly, come on out here. We have something special for you, and in the world of education, we have these nice, smooth transitions, and you've earned this with your decades of service as a mentor, a friend, a teacher, a coach in many capacities. And I'd like to hand this diploma, this honorary doctorate degree, to Mr. Marshman and to Mr. Patterson to present to you out in front of the podium so we can all give you one last hooray, one last thank you, and one last appreciation. So gentlemen, if you would please. Mr. Kelly, congratulations. Dr. Dan Kelly. Dr. Kelly is in the house.
Good morning. Passion. That is what comes to mind when I think of student council. Because being a part of student council takes more than just being a leader. It involves a form of passion, love, and devotion to one's classmates in school. That is what led me to run for student council president, at the school for which I have been at for 6 years, because the devotion and passion is what drove me. We have been blessed and fortunate to have a group of passionate and devoted students on our student council this year. Just to highlight a few things that we've done: added girl representatives to our leadership and hosting ice cream socials. And thanks to Mr. Salerno and Mr. Sims for helping us achieve these goals. But it is really you, the students and teachers, that make student council what it is and let it succeed. I am very happy and also looking forward to seeing what Elizabeth Brafe has to do next year. I've gotten to know her over a couple of years, and I can see the hard work and passion in her already, and I can't wait to see what she's done. Thank you for a great year.
Good morning. My name is Justin Felice, and I served as Student Council Vice President this past year. It is my pleasure to present the 2016 Senior Gift. I would like to call Mr. Kelly to the podium. With your retirement approaching, the senior class got together last fall to discuss ways we could honor your legacy now and in years to come. We settled with the Dan Kelly Scholarship Fund with the aim of making Gow School educators available for students in the future. In our opinion, this gift is a great testament to the many students you have taught and impacted. Thank you very much, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you. The Lowell Lundell Award for Teaching Excellence. Could I please have Mr. Dan Dietz come to the stage? Just hang on. I gotta read the speech. Mr. Dietz has quite a following. It is hard to believe that it has been 8 years since Dan Dietz arrived here on campus. Dan is currently one of our U.S. History 11 teachers, but he has also taught 7th grade World History, 9th grade Global Studies, 10th grade Global Studies 2. He is our resident expert on all things Lincoln, but he is very knowledgeable in all areas of the Civil War, as well as the Revolutionary War and the Constitution. If you ever need to know when Constitution Day is, or about the failures of General McClellan, just ask Dan. Mr. Dietz is a Western New Yorker through and through. He was born and raised in Clarence, New York, and he is a graduate of Clarence Central High School. He graduated summa cum laude from the University of Buffalo in 2006, and he earned his master's degree in social studies education just 2 years later. In his cover letter, Dan actually states that he was able to establish a professional relationship with his students while doing his teacher training through kindness and respect. He later suggests that he could help improve student character here on campus by teaching the value of hard work. How ironic. Honesty is nowhere to be found, but 3 out of the 4 pillars is pretty good. Dan is a highly trained social studies weapon, and we use him to search and destroy ignorance, both in and outside of the classroom. My very first act as department chair was to hire Al Herman's replacement, and I was introduced to Dan in the spring of 2008. We had a great talk, and the headmaster excitedly asked me how it went later that day. I said it went fine, and that Dan would be a great fit for our school. "Oh, that's good to hear," said Mr. Rogers, "because I already hired him." Besides teaching, Dan has helped supervise students in Whitcomb, Green, and now Rogers-Ivy. He has coached modified lacrosse and helped to bring sanity to our report writing process, as well as to help direct Operation Hope, which is our campus club to support the troops overseas. Dan has also administered our faculty enrichment program. He will be taking on 3 new roles this summer and next fall. He will be the academic dean for the summer program. He will be heading up the EFC program in September. But most importantly, he's getting married in August. It gives me great pleasure to award the Lundell Excellence in Teaching Award to Mr. Dan Dietz.
This is the Norman and Vesta Howard Scholarship Award, presented to that student who through talents, perseverance, and will to succeed represents the highest levels of achievement at Gow. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Mr. Jared Wanglin.
Among one of the many traditions that we have at graduation, one of the ones that I've always enjoyed is to see the representation that we've had from the Gow family here over the many years. If I could just take a minute, we do have Alice Gow here with us today to help celebrate the graduation of our seniors. I don't know, Karen, if maybe you can just give a little wave, but again, we appreciate having Alice here with us. It's wonderful to see her come back every year to celebrate with us. In honor of Headmaster Emeritus David W. Gow, this award is presented to the student in the middle school who, through his character and achievement, has contributed most to the success of the school year. The winner of this year's award was not elected as one of the class representatives, nor was he selected to be one of the team captains for the soccer, the ski, or the tennis teams that he played on. Yet when it was time for the faculty to make comments about potential candidates, this person's name came up repeatedly for his leadership among his peers. He was recognized for being one of the hardest working students in the classes, and he had the genuine desire to make the school experience the best for everyone around him. It gives me great pleasure to present the David W. Gow Award to Mateos Cementeratis.
Creighton B. Murch Scholarship Award. In honor of Creighton B. Murch, class of 1963, the award is presented to a student who has demonstrated a consistent effort to achieve academically and to be a positive contributor to the Gow School community. It is my pleasure to present this award to a most deserving young man, Ryan Nice. And now it is that time. It's time for the senior speeches and the presentation of diplomas. But first, I must tell you that the crimson stole that adorns the blue or white cap and gown of the indicated members of the class of 2016 marks the achievement of excellence and an honors diploma. Members of the National Honor Society are wearing the traditional gold cord, and members of the International Thespian Society are wearing the blue and gold cord. It is now my privilege to introduce the members of the class of 2016 to present their graduation speeches. Rosalie Halls.
Good morning, fellow classmates, peers, families, and guests. My name is Rosalie Halls. I was raised in London, Ontario, Canada, and I have been at Gow for 1 year. My journey at Gow has been more than I could have ever imagined. I never expected to have such drastic change in my senior year, but I did. As I stand here in front of you all today, I can proudly say that this year has been quite exhilarating, and it has affected me in nothing but positive ways. When I first arrived at Gow, I was frightened. I didn't know what I got myself into, and I highly doubted myself. However, I now truly know that I am an intellectual, confident, and strong person. I have accomplished so much in such a small period of time, thanks to all the attention and patience of the faculty. I am now embracing my abilities and strengths without the haunting fear of failure. For that, I would like to say thank you. To Mr. Rogers and the Board of Trustees, I can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to attend Gow. To my family, thank you for all the sacrifices you have made for me and for giving me hope through the dark times. I always had the preconceived notion that I would never be able to go to university. However, shockingly, I have been accepted to 6 universities, and I am honored to be attending the University of Western Ontario. I wish all my fellow students the best in new beginnings. Here's to the future.
The Young Ladies Alumni Association is storming the stage to present her with a rose as appreciation. So, Rosalie, welcome to the Alumni Association of the Ladies. Good job, ladies.
Kaylee Davidson.
Mr. Brown, this is all your fault. Good morning. My name is Kaylee Davidson. I am from Kenmore, New York, and this has been my first and obviously last year here at the Gow School. Next year, I plan on attending Canisius College with the hopes of going into genetic engineering and research. As stated earlier, Mr. Brown, this is truly all your fault. Without you, I don't think I'd be standing here today. When my parents and I had originally called about college options, you had to go and sell us Gow instead, didn't you? In all honesty, though, thank you. You have done so much for me, from proving my scholarship and college essays to helping me pass calculus of all things. There are so many other things that I want to thank you for, but it would take too long. I want to thank all of those who have helped me along my way. Ms. Mirsky, thank you for being the best second mom I could ever ask for. Mr. Gallo, thank you for introducing me to engineering, which was something I never thought I'd like, but I'm now planning a career in. You saw what I was capable of, and you expected nothing less. Thank you. Mom, Dad, I did it. I cannot begin to thank you. You have done and sacrificed so much just to send me here, let alone the hundreds of other things you do for me. You have been my biggest supporters and advocates. You saw the best in me when no one else would, and you made sure I had what I needed to succeed. Stephen, Nicholas, you two don't always show it, but you being here today shows a lot, so thank you. To my partner in crime, Kaboo, you have been a giant help and supporter. I know you will always have my back, especially when it gets hard, and I hope I can make you proud. I made a gigantic leap of faith coming to Gow. Of course, there have been some ups and downs, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. I honestly don't think I'd be where I am today if I didn't come to Gow. Now, it's time to make some history. Congratulations to the class of 2016.
Tony Tews.
Have fun. Take your time. Take your time.
Hello, my name is Tony Tews. I'm from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, and next year I plan to attend Villa Maria College in the fall. I've only been at this school for 1 year, but in that 1 year I have discovered that I have a lot of hidden potential that I didn't even know I had. Over time I had to face challenges that tested me. Let me restart. Over time, I had to face challenges that tested me, but I always tried my best to overcome them. Though these obstacles are not completely gone and will return, I know I have what it takes to face and beat them again. In the past, people always saw me as the lost cause or the other student, and back then, a small part of me started to believe them. But when I came here, that small part of self-doubt was starting to fade away. I began to truly like myself, and it felt great. Teachers helped me with tough assignments, and they knew I tried my best even if I still didn't understand it. Gow showed me that I wasn't the lost cause. The school showed me that I was just as important as any other student. And that's what all schools should be like. Schools should help teach all kinds of students, whether they have a learning disability or not. We all face challenges in our lives, but it's how we overcome them that defines who we are. The human race is a young species, and with that youth comes the capability to grow and evolve as a race. That is what Gow has done for me. Helped me to grow and evolve as a person. Thank you all.
Meet me out there, up front. Right up front, come on out.
Noah Harris.
Hello, my name is Noah Harris. I've been at Gow for a year and a half. I'm from Chicago, and in the fall I'll be heading north to attend Marquette University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. At Marquette I will study mechanical engineering, which has been a passion of mine since early childhood. While there I hope to expand the list of things I've worked on from a bike, crutches, an automated assembly line, and one of this year's 120-pound fighting robots, to a soccer robot and a Formula One car. I would like to thank my teachers for helping me throughout various points in the year, my peers for being some of the best friends a guy could ask for, and my parents for helping me to achieve my goals. Good luck, class of 2016 in college, and good luck, class of 2017. I know at least 2 of you guys need it. Thank you.
That man's in a hurry. You have to stay for the whole thing, you know, so. Ryan Sullivan.
Have fun.
Good day. My name is Ryan Alexander Portman Sullivan. I'm from the village of Winnetka, Illinois. I've been attending Gow for 2 years. The Gow School has helped me with my structure and my organization. I will take the structure Gow gave me to Curry College. In a tennis match, you have 30 seconds to serve. That's 30 seconds that I need in order to plan the placement of my serve, then my next couple shots. That's how I think I have become successful in tennis. Gow showed me that I need more time to process in the classroom, and with that time provided to me, I can succeed. Person I'd like to thank is Mr. Steve Jankowski. He wasn't only my high school tennis coach, but he also helped me with English and other subjects. Coach Steve also connected me with a Division II coach and athletic scholarship. I'd also like to thank Coach Bill Heiser, who showed me that there is always something to give, even when you think you can't give it anymore. He took me places physically I didn't think I could go in tennis. A quote that defines me on the tennis court is from Mark Twain. It's not the size of the fight in the dog. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. I'd like to thank Mr. Safnicki for being my advisor this senior year and helping me look at colleges with good tennis programs along with academic support I require. I would also like to thank my huge family for showing me the meaning of prayer at a very young age, for supporting me throughout my life. God bless you all.
Good job, Brad. Really out there, buddy.
Tom Franklin.
Sorry, I have a bit of allergy problem today, only today. Good morning. My name is Thomas Franklin, otherwise known as Frankie. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Soon I will be attending Limestone College. Over my 2 years here at Gow, I've made the jump from a student to a scholar. I've made many great new friends, and even found some new best friends. But most of all, I've become a better person. Mom and Dad, you've never stopped fighting for me, even when I didn't give you a reason to, and I can't thank you enough for that. Peter, Patrick, and Grace, I know I have not been the best brother, but I love you more than you even know. To my Govian brothers, Justin, David, Hubie, and Charlie, I love you guys. To David Kosman and Adam Patterson, I know I always say you two are like my younger brothers, but I want you to know you are a family to me. Connor, what can I say? I'm really going to miss the fun times we had. I'll leave it at that. Mr. Bray, Mr. Dietz, and Mr. Lindahl, at least I didn't put a hole in the wall. To Mrs. Mirsky and Mrs. Zandrowski, part of my relationship counseling team, it's been a rough year. Mr. Zandrowski, first of all, he's wearing white before Memorial Day, ridiculous. But I can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Now for Mr. Marshman. You have, I can't think of something you haven't done for me. He's like a second father to me. And I want you to know how appreciative I really am. Coach Chafin, thank you for not only coaching me in basketball. I know it's been rough, but thank you for also coaching me through the rest of high school. I thank Gow for so many things. And to my seniors, once more into the breach.
Right up front this way.
Charlie Hethcott.
Big day. Hi, my name is Robert Charles Hethcott. I've had the pleasure of attending the Gow School for 2 years now. I will attend the University of Arizona in the fall. When I came to this school, I was worried that I wouldn't fit in. But after the first couple of days, I found some friends that helped me fit in. Thank you, Frankie, Gabe, and Hubenak, for all the fun times. To my mother and father, thank you for always being there for me. I can't even imagine what you must have sacrificed to get me this far. To Pat and Ron, my loving brothers, thank you for teaching me how to act and for being with me through thick and thin. To my grandfather and my grandmother, who none of this would have been possible without, thank you. And sorry, Grandpa, sorry that you're not here this morning. I'm sure you're looking down at us. I would say smiling, but, you know, he never was one for smiling. And to my teachers, thank you for putting up with me. I appreciate all your help and guidance. To Mr. Meyer and Frankie, cheers to the best and worst times at house jobs. To PJ and Ruan, 1 more year isn't that bad, or 2 more years. To Stone, I can't even begin to, describe you. To the junior class, I know that Gow can be a rough place at times, but you should cherish the time you have left with your classmates, because it's one of the best times in your life. Believe me, I know from experience. Thank you.
Tim Bates.
Good morning. My name is Timothy Bates, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and I have been at Gow for 2 years. I will be attending Baldwin Wallace University's Conservatory of Music, pursuing a degree in vocal performance. When I first came to Gow, I was excelling in music and theater, but I wasn't getting the grades required to be accepted into a school with a strong music program. I am now confident that I have the tools to succeed both musically and academically. At first, I wasn't excited about coming to Gow because I had a fantastic voice coach at home, and I really liked the theater program at my old school. Little did I know that I would get superb training right in South Wales. Sully, you have been my closest friend at Gow. Thank you for just being you. Gordon, thank you for dealing with me singing show tunes in our dorm room. Mr. Thompson, I have enjoyed living on your hall these past 2 years, this year as your RA. Thank you for showing me what a proper room should look like, even if I don't always keep it that way. Mr. Baragnano, thank you for giving me the confidence that I needed in my acting. I have one more thing to say to you. Get thee to an Applebee's. Ms. Schaefer, thank you for all the effort you put in during this crazy college audition period. To my family, Lily, thank you for always being on my side, even when the odds were against me. Dad, you always know when to tell the right joke or when I just need to sit down and watch Scrubs or MASH with you. Mom, you've been fighting for me since the beginning, and I never could thank you enough. I would like to share a quote from the new Broadway musical Hamilton. History has its eyes on you. I thought it would be fitting to give one last weather report to my fellow students. My forecast for our future is bright and sunny.
Nick Milich.
Good day, everyone. You already know my name, thanks to our esteemed head of upper school. But in case you didn't, and I highly doubt that, my name is Nicholas Zander Milich. I hail from Chatham, New Jersey. This is my third and final year at Gow. This fall, I'll be attending Guilford College, where I'll be in an intended biochemistry path. By following this path, I hope to emulate my uncle Sean Tavtigian and become a geneticist. Friendship is something that's very important to me. First off, I would like to thank the core group that I call my closest friends at this complex school. You know who you are. Each of you made life at this sub-society truly bearable. I also connected with many others via different passions and experiences. These people I also call my friends. In such a closed space as the Gow School, you truly get to know many of your teachers. Those who sit in this room and had a direct hand in my personal education, I feel obligated to give each of you a hearty thanks. For those who I never truly interacted with, I have come to get that. Each of you are unique and interesting. And with that, I bid you goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Billy Murphy.
Hello, my name is Billy Murphy, and I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I have been at Gow for 3 years, and I am planning on attending Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri. It can honestly be said that Gow has affected my life. I can still remember when I first came to Gow in sophomore year. I've changed a lot since then, and I'm still changing now, but the things I learned and the friendships I've made at Gow will last forever. Whether it was hanging out in my friend's room when I should have been sleeping, or having strange conversations at lunch, it can honestly be said that I've enjoyed them all, especially with my friends Yared, Brian, Sax, Pat, Devin, and Devon. Many of my teachers have been an inspiration too. I gained vast knowledge over the past 3 years because of them, and I am sure you are all just as excited as I am that I am leaving. I want to thank my grandma and parents. Without them, I would have never been able to come here. Mom and Dad, you always supported me through hard times and have been there for me. Thank you. Grandma, you invested your life into me ever since I was a kid and have sacrificed more than I ever could for my education. I'm extremely grateful. I spent most of my teenage years at Gow. Through those years, I have experienced many rough times, but I can thank my friends and my family for their support. I have now made it through high school, and I'm prepared to take the next step of my life. Thank you.
Devin Lejeune.
Good morning, friends and family. My name is Devin Lejeune. I'm from Cypress, Texas. I've been in Gow for 3 years. After graduation, I will attend Texas State Technical College. I have made many friends at Gow. I have learned how to be successful in school. First, I would like to thank my mother for pushing me to go to Gow. I know it's been hard. It hasn't been easy for both of us, but we made it through. Thank you to my friends for being there for me, especially Ryan Hopkins, Patrick Argy, and Devon Porter. I would like to thank Mrs. Hoffman for her support and all her tough love. Leaving Gow will be difficult for me because I'll be missing the brotherhood. However, I'm looking forward to college and a new chapter in my life. Thank you.
Zach Hubenek.
Hello, everyone. We are finally here. My name is Zach Hubenek. I'm from Austin, Texas. I've been at Gow for 3 years. When I first interviewed with Mr. Rogers, he asked me why I wanted to come to this school. I told him that I wanted to go to college, and Gow gave me the best opportunity to succeed and reach my potential. Gow has helped me in so many ways, both academically and socially. I'd like to thank all the teachers that helped me in my journey here. You all have played a vital role in my life at Gow. As I graduate, I am proud to announce that I have reached my goal. I will be attending High Point University in the fall. I am majoring in business administration. However, none of this could have happened without the support of my family. Holly, thank you for the late night calls when I needed somebody to talk to. You're my big sis, and you've got my back through thick and thin. Mom and Dad, words cannot describe how thankful I am for what you all have done for me. You both stayed with me late at night, helping me get my homework done, seeing the pain in my face, seeing me struggle. You knew I needed help. Mom, you researched every night to find the right school for me. You never cared what other people thought of sending me to a boarding school. I can't thank you both enough for everything you've done, sacrificed for me. Thank you. I love you so much. To my fellow classmates, I hope we stay connected and keep in touch through the years. I'm going to miss all of you. I know all of you are going to do the great things in the future. I'm going to especially miss hanging out and playing lacrosse with Thomas and Justin and creating unforgettable experiences with Simon and Kate at the fire hall. Those memories will always be with me. To my fellow Govians, my advice to you is never get bumped on yourself. You all have the greatest minds. You can do whatever you want in your life. Nothing can hold you back. Never give up. Thank you.
David Chen.
Good morning, Gow student, faculty, and family. My name is Zihao Chen. I come from Xiamen, China, and I have been at Gow for 3 years. Next year, I plan to go to University of Arizona to become a businessman. I remember the first time I went to the Gow School, everything was unfamiliar. Teacher, the environment, and the students. But many people helped me a lot during the 3 years. Firstly, I want to say thank you to my parents. Thank you for supporting me at the Gow School and making me successful. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Schnashman. He was my ESL teacher. He always spent his time after school to help me finish my homework and answer my questions. Secondly, I want to say thank you to Mr. Marshman. He was my geometry and calculus teacher. He always answered my math question and helped me earn good grades. Thirdly, I want to say thank you to Mr. Brown and Mrs. Muskie. They helped me apply to my dream school. In addition, Mr. Brown used his free time to help students with math homework at Hill House every Thursday. I'm very grateful to him. Finally, I want to say thank you to the Gow School. A lot Gow has many rules and challenges. He's led me to be successful. I'm very proud to be graduating from here, and I hope every Gow student has a good future. Thank you.
Good job, man.
Blake Hatch.
Good morning. My name is Blake Hatch. I am from Clearwater, Florida, and I have been at Gow for 3 years. I will attend Lynn University in the fall, where I look to major in sports management. When I first came to Gow, I thought, no way am I going to a school in the middle of nowhere for 6 days a week. Then I came to realize that it was a new beginning for my life and my education. I knew coming to Gow was a huge investment by my parents. They sacrificed a lot for my education. I am very fortunate and blessed to have such loving and supporting parents that gave me this opportunity to go to a school in which I could succeed and thrive emotionally, socially, and academically. I thank you both. My first year at Gow was, to say the least, not a smooth transition. However, I developed some amazing relationships and bonds that I will always have with those staying with me today. I also grew close to the faculty and staff, and I like to thank them for guiding me through the Gow experience. I would especially like to thank Mr. Kaufman and Mr. Bryan and Mr. Stephen Thompson for giving me an amazing golf experience. We accomplished an incredible feat of becoming undefeated division champs and winners of the Monsignor Martin All-Catholics Championship for the 2015 season. I am proud to be a part of that historic team. Attending the Gow School was an amazing experience. I learned so much about myself, and I am prepared to take the next step in my life. Thank you.
Pat Argy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Argy. I am from Hamburg, New York. I have been a part of the Gow School for 3 years. I cannot believe I am graduating today. Wow. Time went by so quickly. Many people helped me get to this stage, but I would like to recognize a few. Mr. Lindahl, you have been a great help to me through the years. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Nurse Mary, you are always there by my side, and I will miss you the most. Yard, Billy, Devin, Justin, David, and Devon, and B Money. Thank you for all the good times we had with each other. I'm going to miss you all. Brian, thank you for putting up with me and sticking by my side all these years. I cannot wait to room with you in college. Finally, Mom and Dad, thank you from the bottom of my heart for pushing me to succeed. You never gave up on me, and you're always there when I needed help. Grandma and Grandpa, thank you for everything you have done for me. I would not have graduated without your support. I cannot wait to attend Paul Smith College in the fall. I'm going to major in hotel management and hospitality. Thank you, everyone, for all the things you have done to help me succeed. I will not let you down. Thank you.
Brian Haran.
Hello, my name is Brian Haran. I am from St. Petersburg, Florida. I have been at the Gow School for 3 years, and am looking forward to attend Paul Smith College in the Adirondacks to major in forestry. One of the best times I've had at the Gow School was during the outdoor education program. I was able to be myself with the people I care about and doing the things I love on a daily basis. It got me through the hard times, and I made many great memories. I'd like to thank Mr. Schneithman and Mr. Rausch for letting me become a leader during my 6 seasons I had in OE. It means the world to me. I'd like to thank Ms. Rose for being my advisor for 2 years. She didn't have to help me, but she wanted to. To Ms. Baust and Mr. Parsons, thank you for letting me stay in your classrooms and working on days I really needed to relax. It was an outlet during the academic day for me. To my friends Patrick, Yared, Billy, Devon, and Zach, you are my family, and I had the utmost respect for all of you. To my mom and dad, I would have never found my passion and interest if I didn't come to the school, and I most certainly would have never have gone to college, and I would have given up a long time ago. I love you and thank you for your support. I wish everyone, especially my classmates, good luck moving forward. Thank you.
Good job.
Thomas Nielsen.
Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Nielsen. I come from the Cayman Islands. I spent 3 years here at the Gow School, and I will be attending Mount Allison University in the fall, where I will study business, politics, philosophy, and economics. While here, I formed incredible friendships that hopefully survive well into the future. For through them, I've endured many hardships and overcome many challenges. So much so that the label of friend is an insult. They are my brothers, and I could never have asked for a better family away from home. We happy few, we band of brothers have endured sorrow and pain, yet despite the odds, we persevered. And very soon, we will have to do this again. For the burden we are to take on is liberty, which will demand our utmost attention, for if we are not careful, we will collapse under its weight. So, along with me, look to the lessons imbued in us by the many teachers here, and the wealth of knowledge they have led us to. In our darkest moments, armed with only our wit and knowledge, that light which they sparked shall be the luminous star that guides us. For this, I sincerely thank Mrs. Hoffman, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Dibble, Mr. Wright, and Mr. Howe. Last but not least, thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me the power of choice. For if I had not chosen my own paths, I would not be the man I am today. But because I am that man, I can tell you, my dear brothers, Theo and Jasper, that together we will do the unimaginable. I can tell those of you who will remain here that no matter where you go, foster brotherhood and sisterhood. For many times in life, you will find yourself lacking the heart to go on. But do not fret. Your brother or sister will lend you theirs. Thank you.
Trenton Bailey.
Gow, much like life, is cyclical. Everyone here goes through time periods in which they don't feel good enough or are angry. But then you have a moment with your friends. No, sorry, that's wrong. Your brothers, and it turns everything around. In that moment, you realize you are surrounded by people that love and care about you. Suddenly, that dark room you shut yourself in lights up. It becomes warm again. Everything I have to say here today goes out to all of the people that have brightened my day and gotten me out of those dark places over the past 3 years attending here. Firstly, I would like to thank my mother and father for their unconditional love and support. Without you, I couldn't have done this. The long midnight phone calls when I just can't take it anymore, and you bring me back, letting me know that I can do it. I'd like to once again apologize to my sister for hitting her in the head with a golf ball on her wedding day. And thank her again for forgiving me. To my 32 fellow seniors that are sitting up here with me today, and the other 116 students that attend the Gow School, I want you all to know I'll do anything for any of you. All you need to do is ask. I would like to thank my teachers for putting up with me and all of my antics over the years, but mostly for giving me a world-class education. Without teachers like Mr. Sims and Mrs. Hoffman, chances are my friends and I would be kicked out by now. Without Mr. Gullo, I wouldn't be majoring in physics next year. And without him and Mr. Poblocki, I would not have built 2 robots or have nearly as much engineering or Terminator knowledge as I do now. To Mr. Albert J. Wright, whom I would like to properly recognize, you are properly named because you inspired me to write and to love writing. Thank you. I wish to give the utmost thanks to Mr. Brown, who showed me how very special my brain is, in the good sense, for inspiring me to want to learn and acquire knowledge again. The system had failed me, but you renewed my faith. Thank you. Without you, I would not have gotten into my hometown college of West Virginia University in Morgantown, West Virginia. For the longest time, I didn't want to walk. Quite frankly, I'd rather be in my basement in my underwear and a Batman t-shirt. It's because I wasn't proud of myself, what I'd done, that this is a menial accomplishment. Moving forward, in retrospect, it doesn't mean that much. But that's not true. I owe it to myself and to all of these wonderful people to let them know I care and to thank them for everything they've done and tell them I love you. My name is Trenton Bailey. Thank you for your time and for listening.
No, that was good.
Yared Balcha.
Hello, family and friends. My name is Yared Abu Balcha Kirichu, and I am from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And I have been at the Gow School for 3 long years. And I will finally escape to Villa Maria in the fall. fellow graduates, it has been a long time coming. Who would have thought a dyslexic kid from Ethiopia would be making his graduation speech of all places, Buffalo? I sure didn't. But hey, lo and behold, here we are. You know, at first I was gonna make this speech as short and as generic as possible to get out of the way, but I realized these are the last words I'll say as a Gow student, and it would be completely wrong of me not to give credit to my secondary family. So here we are. Thank you, Zach Sachs, Gabe Chandon, Zachary Zavisi, Devon Porter, Dropkick Murphy, and Brian Orang, the Savage. All of you have done so much for me, and I don't think you have an iota of understanding how much that means to me. I can't say I know where life will lead you, but I cannot wait to see what happens, buddy. Ooh. My time at Gow has been interesting, to say the least. So my advice to you, lower classmen, take care of the ones that take care of you. For those relationships will last longer than your time at Gow. Trust me. Thank you.
Justin Falaise.
Good morning. My name is Justin Falaise, and at this moment, I am pleased to know that in a few minutes, I will receive my diploma. I hail from London, England, and I currently reside in Stamford, Connecticut. I will be attending Xavier University this fall. I've been at Gow for 4 very long years. And in that time, I learned so much about myself and others who struggle with the same disadvantages I've struggled with my whole life. Although at first, my stubborn bravado made it difficult for me to make connections with Gow students and teachers, the tides came together quickly. Ironically, it is hard to hide on such a large campus. Setting aside the classroom and life lessons, I had a blast with all my classmates. For such a bright, hardworking group, you'd be impressed with the practical jokes we pulled off in our limited free time to keep ourselves entertained.
Yeah, right.
I hope to see all of you at a reunion in 2026. To the lower grades, I developed bonds and relationships with a lot of you, making you like younger siblings to me. I'm going to miss meeting NFL players with Tyler Baez, bantering with Simon, Cade, Jared, Laurent, and Charlie, spending time at the Oblitz house, and much more. I have too many memories to mention. I would like to thank the strongest, most hardworking people I know, my parents, for making my attendance at Gow possible. Thank you for making my attendance at Gow possible and putting up with my constant disbelief in my disability and giving me the push to keep trying. Thank you to my grandmother and my grandfather for always telling me to keep going on. Thank you, Mrs. Hoffman, for helping me keep my sanity in order to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, Mr. Chafin, as well. Thank you, Mr. Salerno, for the constant motivation and wise words. And lastly, thank you to my best friends, David, Michael, Trenton, Tom, Trey, Patrick, Charlie, Zach. You guys all know who you are. Your friendships have been extremely remarkable. My journey to and at Gow has been very influential to my development as a young adult. Meeting people from around the world who share the same struggle is reassuring because it shows that there is hope for success in the future. I wish Mr. Kelly and the class of 2016 happiness and good fortune in the years to come. Thank you.
All right, get your phone out.
Trey Shattuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Trey Shattuck, and I angered a lot of people. I come from Frankfort, Illinois. I've attended Gow for 4 years, and I will soon attend the University of Arizona to study music and continue to find enlightenment. Before Gow, my interests and efforts were heavily focused on music, as I abandoned academics because of a lack of ability and interest. So, my mind was rarely stimulated. I saw not my intelligence. I was an empty vessel for potential. Throughout middle school, I realized the faults in authority. However, as I was rebellious towards my authoritarian educators, I was still unlearned. I was a sheep, yet a rabid one. I soon made it to the Gow classrooms. Teachers finally respected me as a potential success. Most of my old teachers began each year with a pre-formulated conception of the symbiotic relationship between student and teacher. Gow teachers understood the logical reality. That relationship cannot be coerced and must be founded upon mutual regard. I would like to thank and apologize to all of them, and those unfathomably great teachers here know who they are. With this new learning environment, I was refreshed and finally able to fill my mind with much quenched knowledge. I saw my true capability and gained confidence in my capacity for higher thought. I became well-roundedly successful in matters besides my niche subjects. I returned to non-academic activities as well to discover my intense love of nature through the inexplicably great times in outdoor ed and skiing. I also met the members of a group who were closer to me than any familial bond. Gow and I met some discrepancies. Needless to say, Trouble and I found each other a few times. But trouble is simply a construct of the disciplinarian. I would like to thank the administration for seeing my potential and giving me another chance. I would like to also thank them for giving me that other chance, and a few more here and there. Gow's education may have only given me a semester of jam-packed musical education, but my teachers taught me everything they could and awoke me from absolute mental oblivion. They may have actually inspired a frightening excuse for a student, but they succeeded in nurturing my potential for more than just the success with the burdens of life. Thank you.
Anderson Negley.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anderson Johnson Negley, and I am from New Canaan, Connecticut. I have been going to the Gow School for 4 years. I would like to begin with a quote that helps me get through each day. The greatest pleasure in life is doing the things people say we cannot do, by Walter Burgett. It reminds me that I can overcome any obstacle in my way. Back in middle school, I thought I was never going to make it to college or even finish high school. Next fall, I'll be attending New England College, where I intend to major in outdoor education and minor in business. Thank you very much for all who have supported me, especially my mother and father. And thank you, Mr. Gullo and Mr. Sims. You've had a great influence on me throughout my time at Gow. You've always worked hard to keep me on track and help me reach the ultimate goal of graduation. I believe Gow has prepared me for the great journey, which is college. It gave me the tools to succeed and taught me how to apply them in the real world. Good luck to all my fellow classmates as you begin your next big adventure of your life. I would like to end my speech with another quote by Frank L. Gaines. Only he who can see the invisible can do the impossible. Thank you.
Ryan Hopkins.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Ryan Hopkins. I am from Warwick, Bermuda, and I have been at the Gow School for 4 wonderful years. I am proud to say that next fall I will begin my college career at Villa Maria College. Before Gow, I had bad experiences in school. I had bad grades, and the help I did receive wasn't helpful at all. I had lost the inspiration and drive to learn. I felt that I would never go places in life. However, thanks to the amazing commitment of the Gow teachers, I finally felt eager to learn. They showed great patience even when I bombarded them with questions. They were eager to help me until I understood whatever I was having trouble with, and for that, I am eternally grateful. When I first arrived at the Gow School, I had no idea what I had gotten myself into. Coming from a small school in Bermuda with only 50 kids, this was a big change for me. I had very little education, and I didn't have the desire to learn. However, during these 4 great years, I've grown as a person not only academically, but socially. I have made memories and friendships that will last forever. One person in particular who I became very close friends with is my best friend, Michael Vaggio. Michael has been an amazing friend of me over my Gow career, and he and I have shared many great times, like on the squash trips to Cleveland, or even simply just hanging out in the dorm. If I ever needed to talk to someone on campus, it was Michael. I'm privileged to call him my brother. However, all of this would not be possible if it weren't for the amazing love and support from my family throughout my Gow career. I would like to thank my mother and father for always supporting me in everything I do. I'd like to thank my sister for always talking to me when I needed someone to talk to. To my brother Caden, who couldn't be here today because of the extremely time-consuming process of GCSEs. You are the best brother someone could ask for. I love you. And to my grandparents, I can't thank you enough. For if it wasn't for you, my career at Gow would be just a dream, and I wouldn't be standing here today among this amazing group of seniors. I'm extremely grateful, and I love you so much. Thank you.
Give me up there, bud.
Fletcher Greer.
Good morning. My name is Fletcher Greer, and I am from Honolulu, Hawaii. I have been at the Gow School for 4 years, and I have enjoyed my time here with you all. I learned many valuable skills at the Gow School that I continue to use later on in my life, such as reading comprehension and organization skills. I would like to thank my mother and father for allowing me to come to this wonderful institution. Thanks to their generosity, I was able to get into a very good college known as Curry, right outside of Boston. I can only hope that Curry has just as fine a school as Gow, and I hope to take as much from that school as I did from Gow itself. Curry was my primary choice of college because they have a system similar to Gow called the PAL program. It was this program that made me choose Curry College because of its similar teaching style to that of the Gow School. To all my underfreshmen, I wish you a good time next year. Thank you very much.
Philip Adabo.
Good morning. My name is Philip Adabo from Bridgewater, New Jersey, and I have been at Gow for 4 years. I have been through many challenges, but I have to say I have never been through one as tough and relentless as Gow. Because of this, I have grown very much from this experience and gotten stronger in many aspects of my life. I have learned so much about myself and learned how much I like challenges. One quote that sums up my mindset is, "The bigger the mountain, the better the view." I have learned from many of the teachers here, and since I'm not big about picking favorites, I would like to thank all the teachers through the years that have helped me grow. Thank you. I am also grateful to this school as a whole for the good that it has done for me. I would especially like to thank my mom, dad, and sister for helping me conquer the massive mountain that is Gow. Shouts out to my crew, Aiden, Griffin, Matt, Mike, and Tyler back home for helping me out along the way and keeping me in check whenever I started to slip through the cracks. And a salute to all my Gow friends as well. I would like to thank my grandma who let me stay at her house almost every weekend this year. It really helped. You all gave me the world, and I intend to take it. I will be attending the University of Denver in the fall, going for a degree in business. Finally, I would like to end my speech with one more quote from Robert Frost. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on.
Daniel Freiberg.
Hi, I'm Daniel Freiberg. I've been at Gow for 4 years, and I live on Earth. I say I live on Earth because I call many places around the world home. I see myself as an emotional success story of Gow. You can ask any teacher or student who knew me before Gow or during my first year here. Attending Gow has been a great achievement in my life. I'd like to offer some advice for the lower classmen. When it gets difficult, you need to buckle down and keep your nose to the grindstone. So I am thankful to my parents for providing this experience for me. I would also like to thank Mr. Dibble, Mr. Sims, Mr. Salerno, and Mr. Gialanza for always being there for me through the tough and easy times. I am planning on continuing my education at the University of the Ozarks, where I will also begin another chapter of my life. Things I will take with me on to college are knowing that I've made it through high school and I'm still alive. And if I really want something, then I just need to keep on fighting for it. I would like all of you to know that school is hard and fun. You just need to find where you fit in. Goodbye, Gow. This has been a remarkable part of my life. This place has changed me for the better, and I will truly miss you all.
Harry Zhang.
Good morning. My name is Zhang Sheng from Hong Kong, and I've been at Gow for 4 years. I am ready to go to the University of Rochester. The Gow School provides me an advanced learning environment. I have expanded my vision and knowledge a lot. I want to give thanks to my teachers that have taught me and guided me. For example, Mr. Schneisman who taught me how to speak Spanish. Provided me programmed Rosetta Stone so that I could learn the foreign language better. For me, the most memorable thing at Gow is the lab physics class. I learned the important basics for becoming an engineer. I also learned how to operate a CNC machine and 3D printing. Gow has changed my outlook of life by providing a world-class dormitory and education. The 4 pillars are very useful electronics in my daily life. They can guide me on the way to success. I want to honor 3 students at Gow that greatly influenced me. Will Morris, because his advice on electronic engineering. Ji Hoon, who taught me Korean. The 3rd person is Oliver Langman, who provided me tremendous amount of help during 9th grade physical science class. In conclusion, I wish all the teachers and students at the Gow School well. Thank you to my family and friends for their support. My advice for an undergraduate is to read more literature because it helps you on the way to college. Thank you.
David Anazotto.
Someone once said, all good things must come to an end to make way for better things to happen, because the best is yet to come. This is how I see my 5 years at the Gow School. My name is David Anazotto, and I'm from Oakville, Ontario, Canada. As I end my Gow career today, I can say it was the best choice that was ever made for me. Thank you, Dad and Mom, for making that decision. As students, we all know how tough it is being in the South Wales bubble 24/7, but realizing that we can succeed and achieve many things is something that we never thought possible. I have learned that dyslexia does not inhibit us. We just learn differently than others. Thank you, Justin, Thomas, Pat, Blake, for always having my back. You guys are true friends and will always be my brothers. Best of luck to my Canadian brother, Charlie Cross. Thank you, Mr. Lindahl, for being my advisor my first 4 years. A shout out to Mr. Chafin for letting me shoot 3-pointers this basketball season. Thank you to Mrs. Mirsky for being the best college counselor there is. And to the class of 2016, thank you for a spectacular year. You will forever be my family. In the fall, I'll be attending Brock University in St. Catharines, Ontario, studying business communications. As this chapter in my life ends, a new one begins. With the tools I have learned here, I will be ready for whatever comes my way. Thank you.
Michael Bednarski.
Sir, well, the day's finally here. Time to make my mark on history. Hello, my name is Michael John Bednarski, and I have been at the Gow School for 4.5 long years. I'm proud to say that I'm moving on to Xavier University with my dear friend Justin to study biology. I would like to begin by saying thank you to all the faculty at this wonderful institution, especially Mr. Dale Hazen, Mr. Wright, Mr. Parsons, and Mr. Sims. I would not be the man I am today without their wise words and the knowledge that they have given me. I would also like to thank Mr. Brown and Mrs. Mirsky for helping me on my journey to college. At Gow, it is important to remember what really matters, family. Mom, Dad, thank you for always being there for me and dealing with me over the years. I truly appreciate the sacrifices that you guys have made to send me to this school. At Gow, I've made more than friends. I made lifetime brothers. Zach, Justin, Trenton, Trey, Tom, thank you for always being there for me and all the great times we had together over the years. It's not always easy getting through Gow because monotony kills creativity, but when you're surrounded by so many unique and different people, it makes life a little easier. Gow has truly been an experience, but I'm looking forward to start a new phase in life. Remember, Do your best, and opportunity shall do the rest. Good luck to the class of 2016.
Zach Lakowski.
Good morning, all. As many of you well know, my name is Zach Lakowski. I have thought about this speech since the moment I sat down there where all of you are right now. It's crazy to think that 5 years has gone by so quickly. I'd like to thank everyone who has contributed to my success, especially those who have kept me sane. Mr. Sims, you might not have been a teacher of mine for very long, but you are a life teacher of mine since 8th grade. I can't thank you enough for that. To Mr. Gullo and Mr. Poblocki, you've been great robotics teachers and have taught me many lessons that I hope to apply in the future. To my closest friends, Justin, Trey, Trenton, John, and Batu, I'm going to miss the hell out of you guys. To my parents, I really can't thank you for the life you've provided me. There aren't words. Special thanks to Mike Bednarski for being the best brother I could ask for. Caitlin, thank you for being an amazing girlfriend. To the school, I might miss you guys a little less, but don't worry, you'll still be in my thoughts. If it weren't for the Gow School, I can't say that I'd be doing much of anything with my life. I hope to prove my success in the U.S. Army and through Clarkson University. I think the best way to end this is just to say, well, it's been fun and it's been real, but not quite real fun. Have a great day, Gow.
Jonathan Wu.
I hope in this year to come you make mistakes, because if you are making mistakes, you're making new things, trying new things, learning, living, pushing yourself, changing your world. You're doing things you've never done before, and more importantly, you're doing something. I am Jonathan Wu from Hong Kong, and I came across this quote from Neil Gaiman as I applied for a college honors program at Santa Clara University. Through my life, I have learned that we all have to live with making mistakes, especially as people with learning differences. However, we must learn to view our mistakes as taking a step closer to the right answer, rather than as a failure. I'm not telling you to embrace making mistakes as something that just happens, but to learn something from your mistakes. Mr. Savnicki has constantly told our tennis team, we learn more from our losses, but it is more fun to win. I believe he wants us to acknowledge our mistakes as taking the necessary step to push forward, to succeed. I hope you all learn to view your mistakes as stepping stones to your success. In conclusion to my 6 years here, I would like to thank you all for making my time here so memorable.
Batuan Aiden.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, brothers and sisters, my name is Batuan Aiden, and I'm from Istanbul, Turkey. This fulfilling journey began 6 years ago, and it helped me get into the University of New Haven. We are gathered here today to conclude one's path and to begin a new one. It will be difficult for some of us to move forward. As a lifer, I know more than most what it feels like to achieve goals and to be proud of it. At last, I'm happy to be in front of you all, but it's difficult to say goodbye. The 6 years that I attended the Gow School have been a journey, and I will forever remember it. In the beginning, I had difficulty fitting in, but I was able to bond with the people I now call friends. My closest friend that I had the privilege to go to school with is my best friend, Richard Hughes. I will always remember the fun times and the difficulties we faced together. I would like to thank Jonathan Wu for helping me academically whenever I needed assistance. Thank you to all my other friends. You all taught me how to enjoy my time at Gow. I also want to thank those who made the journey worthwhile. Thank you, Mr. Gullo, for teaching me several science courses over the time of my high school career. I will always remember the funny moments we had in class, as there were quite a few. The Gow School isn't beautiful because it lasts forever, but it is beautiful because it has an ending. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Sam Juliana.
Good morning. My name is Sam Juliana, and I'm from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I arrived here on the sunny campus of South Wales, New York, 6 years ago as a 7th grader, and pretty much was told I'm going here, and this is going to be it. I struggled in the first years, saying to my parents, saying this wasn't the right place, I wouldn't fit in, and I continued on for that for a year. But when I was in 10th grade and got into a little trouble and went home and then came back, everyone who welcomed me back and said hello and said, I'm proud of you no matter what, really made me realize that I don't belong anywhere but here. The Gow community has helped me. Everyone has here, from students to teachers. Mr. Sims, I don't know where to start. I think all the times that you gave me a kick in the butt for getting me back on track. Mr. Dietz, for your deep voice and getting me the structure and focusing me back. And then Mr. G, telling me to not to fight every war, but to pick your battles. Thanks also to my roommate Daniel. I know you put up with me and my stupid rules, and it's good to be thick-headed sometimes. I'm grateful to the school and Mr. Rogers for helping me become the person I always wanted to be, and I knew I could be. I would also especially like to thank my mom and my dad. They have helped me the most here. They believed in me, and they gave me the opportunity to come here. But their faith and believing in me was the biggest thing that they could have ever done. My advice to underclassmen is to stick with it. I know it might seem long, but boy, does it go by quick. 6 years. Just think it won't be that bad. And the good times will always outweigh the bad. I wish all my fellow seniors luck, and I leave you with this quote by Rascal Flatts. I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. I wish all my fellow seniors well, and I wish all of you well. Thank you.
It is now my honor to present the graduates of the Gow School class of 2016.
Batu was chanting 6 more years. Really? That's all you got? The Peter Gow Jr. Award, in honor of the founder of the school. This award is the highest honor a student in the upper school can receive. It is presented to that student who, through character and achievement, has contributed most to the success of the school year. It gives me great pleasure to present the Peter Gow Jr. Award to Zach Hubenak. Mr. Eric Halls, please.
You guys seen enough of me yet? First of all, I'd like to thank Graham Hepburn is a good friend, Headmaster Rogers, Dan Kelly, Mr. Sweet. You guys did a great job. Give them a big hand. There were a lot of nervous kids up here. I'm a nervous father. So if I cry, it's okay. Good morning. Good morning, afternoon, students, staff, teachers, family, and friends. Congratulations, grads. What a special day this is. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric Halls, Gow graduate, 82. Yeah. I'm the proud father of Rosalie Halls, the first female legacy student to graduate from the Gow graduating class of 2016. About 3 months ago, Carol and Beth asked me to help out with the planning for Dan Kelly's retirement party, which I was so happy to help with. To reach out to former Govians to come back to campus and celebrate Dan's big day. When I returned home, I reflected on this event and my time at the Gow and my time as a parent of a current student. The Gow School is a unique place. There is a bonding and specialness that resonates with all former students and current students. That is the news of learning struggles before we got to Gow, choosing to come to this world-class teaching institution, how we were educated, and how in this place we develop friendships that last a lifetime. We are prepared well. We go to the next level of education in life. Today you're entering an exclusive membership of 2,000 people in the world who call themselves Gow graduates. Congrats. Change is all around us and it's necessary progression. The school itself has experienced a lot of change in this past year. Girls were introduced at a full time into the Gow School education system. A new dorm was brought on to house students and faculties and families. Dan Kelly announced his retirement and Rob Marshall will be taking his position next year. Change can be scary and it can be exciting. When you arrived at Gow, there were a lot of changes in your life. You overcame challenges, you succeeded here. You learned study skills, how to learn, valuable executive functioning skills, and how to interact as young leaders. You left your families to go to boarding school and you experienced new teaching styles, new learning environment, and made new friends. You develop a strong foundation to manage change in life and be strong men and women. I will tell you, as a Gow graduate, these skills will serve you well as you embark your new journey. Be true to yourself, and experience is a good thing. Never stop learning. 1 step back, 2 steps forward. Failing forward and taking risks are a crucial part of life. When you're faced with difficult challenges, ask questions, ask for help, believe in yourself, and never lose hope. Learn from each day. Be yourself, and most of all, stay humble. You'll continue to learn throughout your whole life. If you stop learning, you stop living. If you gain much from your experience here at Gow, as a Gow graduate, you continue to build a legacy of this world-class institution through continued development. Be proud, active alumni. Join school activities. Help organize, plan meetings and events in your city or town on the behalf of the Gow School. Wear your Gow jacket proudly. Share stories, successes, and milestones. Open your doors to fellow Govians. Join social media and stay in touch. Participate financially in supporting the school and their events. Simply ask how you can help the school grow. Together we make Gow great. Gow united we stand. Let me leave with this final thought, quoted from Eleanor Roosevelt. You gain strength and courage and confidence by every experience to which you really stop to look fear in the face. You're able to say to yourself, I lived through these difficult times. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Trust you have gained solid foundation of education and skills in your time here. You have everything you need to be successful. I proudly present to you the graduating class of 2016. Welcome, alumni.
As Reverend Tillman joins us to lead us in our benediction, I'll ask our Gow Singers to get in position for the alma mater. If you're part of the Gow Singers, come on down, take your place. Reverend Tillman, we thank you for joining us today.
Such a great gift and blessing to be here with you all today. Awe-inspiring Govians and gathered assembly, will you pray with me? Holy, eternal one, thank you for your presence here among us today and for the many gifts you have bestowed upon each one of us, and especially upon this graduating class of 2016. Be with them now as they set forth on their journey from this place. Guide and protect them each and every day. Give them a sense of joy and wonder in all that they encounter. May your love keep friendships alive and the character of this place in their hearts. May the spirit of forbearance and daring fill their sails, and may the pillars of kindness, respect, honesty, and hard work strengthen them on their way. Bless them, Holy One, and bless each one of us this glorious day and forever. And let all the people say, Amen.
The alma mater is a new version put together by students for students. And the lyrics are on the back of your program. Tim, thank you for being a leader. I'd like all of us to please stand, participate, and then we will finish the semester.
We all have come from different lands, but here we are together, hand in hand. Gow united, ravens proud, we all stand together and sing out loud. Govians, Govians, we are proud to be Govians. We work together, we work as one. We are proud Govians. We all have a story that brought us here. Thank goodness we all have Govian cheer. We work very hard, but then we play, till finally we sing on graduation day. Govians, Govians, we are proud to be Govians. We work together, we work as one. We are proud Govians. We are proud Govians. We are proud Govians.
Thank you. And the diplomas are signed and in your hands. All of your academic obligations are now fulfilled and you are ready to launch, seniors. 33 graduates, 2 young women, 31 young men. It's time to commence. On behalf of our faculty and staff and our attending trustees, Mr. Chairman, it is my duty to officially declare the 2015-2016 school year over.